Welcome back to another edition of Salida Spotlight with the Salida Chamber of Commerce. I'm Shiloh, here with Executive Director Lori Roberts and owner of Brady's West, Derald Brady.
Thank you.
Hey, Derald, how are you today?
Doing pretty good.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks for coming out, and it's your season. I guess people
It's
Brady.
kind of early, but it's that season. The weather kind of warmed up early, so
Yeah.
everybody's kind of turning my doors and ready to get after it.
Right on. So I guess it's the prep season. People are getting there to get is that
Yeah, it's something that
mulching?
people could be doing this time of year is prepping their gardens or landscape spaces by adding organic matter. I try to get people to, it's not a precise calculation necessarily, but if you can get 10% organic matter built into your soil, that's really where plants start to really do well, and that's kind of that old grandma's garden was so awesome.
Oh, yeah.
And they've done it for so many years, and that's what people really need to understand is
Right.
Year after year after year, adding more and more organic matter, and the garden gets better and better and better.
Yeah.
So if you're starting a brand new garden space, organic matter, organic matter,
Okay.
organic matter.
All right. So in order to find you, do you want to? You've been in business for 8 years.
8 years here in Salida, yeah.
Yeah, and I know it's a family business, and is it originated in Canyon City?
Yes, so actually the very first parts of the business was in Westcliff. That's where my mother
okay.
and father started native collecting.
Yeah.
And then he mostly collected aspen, 10 to 20,000 aspens per year for the Denver market. And he decided he needed a place to start storing them so he could dig more longer and not worry about shipping them.
Okay.
So he bought a place in Canyon, and then he decided, I can grow stuff in containers, and actually started the first container operation in the state of Colorado.
Oh, wow. I mean, I know I met your family. You guys have hosted some amazing chamber business after hours.
Thank you. We've had some good ones.
Yeah. And personally, you have helped load flagstone into my car and different plants. And, and you have fabulous, we want to talk about all the different things you have there besides stone and flagstone and the soils and really anything you need. And you have yard art.
That's what I'm really trying to keep building on is, if you think of it outside of your house,
Right.
probably can find it at Brady's. So that's what I'm really trying to do is build that up. And it's a small community, so I really kind of want to be a great resource for things even a little bit outside of things. As you know, I
Right.
sell hot tubs and patio furniture. I just completed a little expansion to what used to be a storage area, now it's a showroom. The hot tubs have done really well, and with the growing population here and all the vacation rentals, that's a real good place for hot tubs to be, is in those vacation rentals. So I'm seeing that need there. So that, and I'm expanding my rock yard, like you said, the flagstone. I'm getting in more flagstone. I'm bringing in more crushed gravel, offering more delivery service that way. Smaller loads. A lot of people only need a ton or two of rock, and that's been kind of hard. So I bought me a new little dump truck, and we're going to hit the road.
Well, because I certainly wasn't lifting all the, I got 2 pieces at a time of the flagstone, and it was fun. It's been, I don't know if I'm done, but it's been a fun journey to turn my backyard into something much nicer.
Then it
than
got
when
me a
started.
chance to see you pretty regular, couple pieces at a time.
Yeah.
I got a chance to BS a little bit. So.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what I really, really enjoy about my business is it's a very one-on-one deal with people, and that's what I like doing is really personal customer service.
I know people that shop there like I do, and it is very, I don't know, it's a nurturing type of thing. It's it's a hobby. It's
actually my son, when he was in high school, was in an economics class, and they brought up Brady's West as one of the places to talk about. Well, what do you think Brady's West sells? And everybody had their answer: trees, flowers, whatever. And my son answered that. Well, they sell happiness.
Yeah,
that was a proud papa moment.
True.
And it's like, he really gets it because it's a passion thing for me. It's not as much about the goods that I sell. It's what I can help people create.
Oh, it's education. It's I have questions all the time when I come in there, and I love my questions are like, there's this one plant and it's purple, and it, but I've been able to get a lot of perennials there that are still healthy and vibrant, and I'm looking forward to coming in shortly, and
We do a lot of Plant Select perennials, and if people aren't familiar with that, Plant Select is from CSU, and it's really tried and true plants for this region, and boy, it just makes it easy for me as a grower to grow plants that we know are already tested, and then my consumer gets to put something in their yard that's as bulletproof as you're going to get, and or deer resistant, as we call it, I guess.
Well, yeah. I mean, I happen to know we have some plants in my little front yard that they don't bother whatsoever, and I got them from you. You know,
Yeah,
the
there's
suggestions.
definitely some plants that I still believe nobody's told me that they've eaten, but it kind of keeps shrinking a little bit. We're getting a little overpopulated with deer, which is really our biggest problem. It's not that it's drought or something like that.
Right.
It's just overpopulation.
Yeah, yeah.
The town deer don't know any better. They're not the
No, they're-
smartest ones of the herd.
No, but they're very pretty. So your location is on County Road
107. So I
And-
used to say behind Burger King, but since
Oh,
it's
I
no longer
know.
Burger King, but it sounds like it might turn back into a burger joint.
Absolutely,
So
and
that'll
we're looking forward to
be a
that.
quick little stop for me.
And what are your hours? Do they change?
So
as
we
get closer
change
to
throughout
summer?
the season. So right now I'm still closed on Sundays. As soon as the weather tells me it's time to go again on Sundays, which typically about mid-April, but I run 8:30 to 5:30 Monday through Friday,
Yeah.
and then Saturdays 9 to 5.
Yeah.
So they're quite a bit.
And for those folks that maybe haven't been there, can you tell us your website? And
So you can go to bradyswest.com, or if you go to bradybrothers.inc.com, that is actually a shared site that we have. So all
Okay.
4 of our locations will come up on that. And it's really kind of a neat thing for people to see that we do have 4 locations. It is a family-owned business, as you said. It's all ran by family. We didn't know if we should call ourselves the D Brothers or Brady Brothers. There was 12 kids in the family.
Yeah,
and they
yeah.
all started with D. So,
and your family stories, actually, isn't it on the website?
yeah, we put a book together, a magazine, and I'm trying to track
That's-
down another copy of
Yeah,
it. And
yeah.
we took that out of there. When my father was first collecting trees, us young kids, Mom, there was 12 of us, so there was a few.
Yeah.
So Dad would take a couple, Mom would have a couple, and he would dig the first couple holes, line it
Yeah.
with burlap, and the infant would go in there with a bottle, and he'd go dig some more trees, come back and check on the kid. So that was
Oh
his
my
form
gosh.
of babysitting.
Oh
which
my gosh.
They might consider illegal at this point.
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
but
Well,
it
it
worked well, and none of us died. And
You
we
guys
all
turned
seemed
out to be great
relatively
human
normal.
beings. Yeah, yeah, relatively, I would have to say. And it was a pleasure meeting. I think it was your grandfather.
Yeah, it would actually been my father.
Oh, your father.
Yeah,
What a gentleman. Very proud, and he
he's
was
certainly
enjoying the party
proud
too.
Still. Yeah, he's,
yeah,
he's,
yeah.
he's 85 years old, still
Wow.
shoots trap, and he still hunts elk with us. Pretty amazing man for 85.
Yeah, no, he made an impression on all of us. So you also have a florist?
Yes.
yeah.
So when I first moved up here, Tawny used to work for Denoyers.
Yeah, yeah.
And had left at that point, and I come up, and the floral shop was there, and wasn't doing spectacular, but I had heard that Tawny was really what made it drive, so I marched into her place of work and told her that she probably should come to work for me. And like 2 months later, she was working for me, and I get so many compliments.
Oh, she's
on-
amazing.
And her flower design is truly amazing. And if you know, as I get new employees in, I've got a couple new ones right now from the Denver area, and they're like, "My gosh, this florist is unbelievable! You gotta get more pictures of her work." And Tawny's kind of not as proud as she should be of her
Oh,
work. If she would
she's-
gloat herself just a
Yeah,
little
yeah.
bit more, and I've been pushing her. She really, really does amazing work, and,
Yeah.
and the fact that it's here in Salida, Colorado, little bitty florist, but her work truly is amazing. This gal from Denver that is running my office, Mick,
Yeah, yeah.
is just snapping pictures like crazy and posting them, and
That's
it's just,
good.
You know, it's really impressive. And
Yeah, yeah. Well, all your staff, they're very, very, very good, and they help each other. They're friendly. It's a delight to be there.
Yeah, I try to just run it. I mean, it is a family-owned business. I want it to. I want to be their family. I want them to be part of my family, and I think that's what helps my business actually have that nurturing feeling.
Oh, absolutely.
And I think it's the right feeling for a nursery to have. Is that deal? Of course, you know, we nurture about 400, 500,000 babies a year
Yeah.
in greenhouses. So,
No, so it's fantastic. Thank you. Thank you for coming today.
oh, you're welcome. Thanks for having me.
We'll be right back with Salida Spotlight.
Don't forget to mark your calendars, May 28th and 29th. Bluegrass on the Arkansas is coming to Salida, Colorado.
Hi, this is Derald Brady from Brady's West Garden and Floral in Salida, Colorado. I'm here to share my story of my family with you. My family had 12 kids in it. My parents, Rhoda Brady, Thomas Richard Brady, and the 12 kids, Dennis, Danny, Debbie, Dylan, Daryl, Donna, Dean, Darren, Diana, Darlene, and Derek. The business was started 45 years ago with my father native collecting aspens and blue spruce for the Denver metro market. We were babysat by my father. His technique of babysitting then was to dig a hole, line it with burlap, give us a bottle, change our diaper, and come back and check on us in 20 minutes. So that being the daycare, he would go out, dig trees, load them onto the vehicle, come back and check us, make sure we had food, clothing, shelter, go back to work. So that's how it started 45 years ago. Now the business is ran by 3 of my brothers, Delwyn, Dean, Darren, myself, Derald. We have 3 locations. There's a location in Canyon City that is retail, Brady's Garden and Patio Center. The nursery in Canyon is a wholesale nursery, Brady's Evergreen Nursery, and the Salida location, Brady's West Garden and Floral. I invite you to be part of our family. Come spend some time with us. Join our family. I like to treat my customers as family. I like to be treated as part of their family. We offer high quality annuals, perennials, trees, shrubs, fertilizers, hot tubs, floral design, patio furniture, pottery, outdoor fireplaces, outdoor kitchens. We're your outdoor store. All of our herbs and vegetables are grown natural and organic. We have a very large line of natural and organic products for you. Our passion is growing. Come in and visit us. See for yourself what there is at Brady's West. Also visit us in our Canyon City location, 7121 County Road 107 in Salida, 1121 South 9th in Canyon City. Visit Dean in Canyon City. Visit Derald in Salida. Visit our family in all of our locations. I would like to extend my thanks to you, this community, the people in this community. Thank you for being my customer. Thank you for supporting us in our dreams.
Welcome back to Salida Spotlight with Salida Chamber of Commerce. Executive Director Lori Roberts. I'm Shiloh, and we're here with the owner of Angel of Shavano Recycling, Mickey Berry.
Thanks.
Well, I've known Mickey for over 10 years, and Mickey and Jerica, your wife, and now your lovely little babies.
Yep.
10 months and
4 years.
4 years old. So
Already running the machines.
you'll get to see him when you go out to the recycling place. So Angel of Shavano Recycling, I believe, didn't it start, does your father have a history or a business
Yeah,
in
how we
recycling?
started is basically we were river guides, and river guide season ends, the money goes away in November, work in various restaurants, decided, you know, we should try and do something on our own, and I've had a history of recycling forever, even though I never really wanted to get into the family business, but it just kind of ended up that way. And he helped us as far as where to take the materials
Okay.
to, and we've set up how to collect the material from the public.
It was a big deal 10 years ago to have this service come about.
Yeah.
There was a great need, and when you came on board, there was a lot of education for the locals, and boy howdy, the services have just grown, and
You know,
it's amazing.
we started off with just a curbside kind of service, and then the county and the council of governments needed to get out of their program behind the pool for the drop site, and when we took that program over, we almost tripled the volume.
Yeah, yeah.
And I just did the math. We did, out of just Chaffee County, 3 million pounds of recycling last
Wow.
year.
Holy
And that's
cow.
not included a lot of the plastic that we haven't been able to sell yet.
Wow.
That's incredible.
Still sitting there.
Oh my gosh. Now,
Quite a bit.
yeah, it is. And to think that, I mean, I don't know. It's beautiful that you filled a niche and that it's a local family.
And we're trying to keep it free, and really the only way the program works is from the people that are going and using the sites and using it properly. And they've been doing a really good job
Yeah.
lately. And I think the improvements on the bins really helped.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah,
that
absolutely. I've seen the
Yeah.
process of that, actually. a little easier to access and get the stuff in.
Yeah, you
And,
do more than one bottle at a time.
yeah. So,
And we've been doing tours with the 5th grade every year
Oh.
for about 4 or 5 years now.
okay.
So every kid that goes through 5th grade at Salida comes and does a tour.
Oh,
I
nice.
think last year we did like 70 kids at one time.
Wow.
So are they doing a tour at the site behind the Salida Aquatic Center, or are
No,
they
they
going
come-
to the processing area?
Yeah, they come out to Poncha Springs and
Okay.
we give them a walkthrough of how the trailers are emptied, how the material is processed, and what happens to it afterwards.
Okay. And what does happen with it afterwards? Is there a reuse
I don't know
or
if we got enough time, but I'll keep
just
it short.
as an idea?
Everything that we recycle goes to an end user directly.
Okay.
So the only things that stay in Colorado are newspaper, which goes to an insulator in Penrose, and glass, which goes to Coors.
Okay.
But everything else goes to a mill that processes it into something else. An example would be cardboard, goes to Oklahoma and turns into the brown paper on the back of drywall.
Oh, wow.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
that's fascinating.
Yeah.
It really
It's
is.
all getting used.
That's good. I mean, that must feel good. I mean, it's hard work,
Yeah.
and you're fighting wind and
Yeah, you know, we fight the
Different
environmental
things.
aspects
Yeah, yeah.
of Poncha Springs that everybody knows about. But, you know, we're doing the best we can. We're working with a rough market this year, but we're able to survive where some of these bigger companies
Okay.
in Denver and things aren't going to be able to get through as well as we do because the people are sorting behind the pool properly.
right.
So
And
that's
that
why
was
we
an
have-
education. And I remember prior to you having the company, people used to call the chamber and say, where can we go? And
Yeah.
and they'd be driving with their stuff, or they'd be like, forget it, I'm just going to go dump it, which
Right.
now nobody's
Yeah, we've
people
got
are
people
recycling.
that say they don't even have trash collection anymore.
Oh, that's absolutely
Oh, wow,
true.
yeah.
They just go to the pool and get rid of everything.
Yeah,
You
absolutely.
know, and we have one at BV and one at the landfill
Yeah.
as well.
And it's actually a neighborly type social hour
Oh,
out
yeah,
there.
there's always
Everybody,
people hanging out.
I know, the whole town's out there.
You got their kids playing in the park while mom and dad are taking care of
Right.
everything else.
It's so true, yeah. So if people want to learn more about your services, do you have a website?
Not yet. We're in the process of getting that going. We've been so small, mom and pop, that
Mm-hmm.
our office situation, you know, we're in the office maybe 10% of the time. The rest of the time we're out in the warehouse with the guys
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
sorting plastics.
But I have to say that the chamber, we answer a lot of questions
Yeah.
for you.
And,
Yeah.
And we've-
my cell phone's on all
Yeah,
those
yeah.
bins, and that's really the best way right now. And we're working with Kurt Schneider. I think I can't remember his
Oh,
last name.
right. I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
So that,
He's
and
going to
if,
start us up a website so people can go there and get the list. But we've also got to change so many things in these last 10 years. Like, you used to be able to put all the plastic together, and now we have to sort it, and now we're actually sorting it down even further
wow.
in our shop
Oh, wow.
because the markets are so bad.
and when you get to that point, we'll educate ourselves at the Chamber of Commerce, and then we'll know if people ask, do you know if they take, with the symbols and whatnot,
Right.
and we'll have it posted there also.
And we're going to try
To
and
help
keep
you
it
out.
so the pool doesn't change anything. It stays the same as it is for as long as we can.
Okay.
And we just got a grant for $300,000 from the state that is getting us a new baler to work faster
Wow.
and this sorting line.
Right.
It's actually providing another job
Okay.
for us. So we've gone from me and my wife, like you said, to we've got 4 full-time employees and we're adding another one right now.
Wow.
That's economic development, and just
Yeah.
watching you guys from the ground up, you should be so proud.
Yeah, we're working hard.
I know you are. It's amazing. It's just,
We just want to stay here, that's all.
Yeah.
and you are. And so if people want to call you, should they just call the chamber first, or?
No, like I said, on every single one of those bins is my cell phone.
Oh, okay.
So right now that works. We have the email address, but that gets pretty bogged down with
Okay.
other things. So just
But-
give us a call and we'll talk to you.
Okay. Well, thank you so much.
Yep.
So, Mickey, how are you funded?
Well, we're funding ourselves to keep the service free by selling all the materials at end user at market, and that's why it's free. And then we take a percentage of that sale and give it to the county as a reimbursement, let's call it,
Okay.
through our contract, and they disperse that by population through Salida, Poncha Springs, and Buena Vista municipalities.
Very good.
Thanks for joining us for another edition of Salida Spotlight. We'll catch you next month.
Don't forget to mark your calendars, May 28th and 29th. Bluegrass on the Arkansas is coming to Salida, Colorado.